Hey guys, welcome back for episode 3 of the Thompson Teardown. It has been a hot minute since you last saw us. I think we were actually in puffer jackets, but we are back after a very long 3-month delay. We are rocking and rolling.
Thompson Teardown. We're finally, have some stuff going on. We got backfill going on. Foundation walls are done. Footings are done. Helical piers are done. Everything's done. So we're just at a point where we're about to start framing.
It's starting to look like an actual house, which is exciting, especially for me because I have zero spatial awareness. So now you can actually see like where the front porch is and like how everything looks.
Stop getting questions about, why does it look like this? Or like, do we have enough space?
Literally every time I would drive by the house, Ryan would get a message like, I don't think a room is gonna fit here. Or like, I don't think a pool can fit in this yard. And he was like, we literally have double the space that we need for any of those things. So it's a good day. What have we been up to for those 4 months? I've spent a lot of time while we were dealing with this delay working on design stuff, so finalizing a bunch of those things, getting those things ordered, a lot of managing of where orders were gonna sit for that delay because we have so much that was ready to go, like floors. Look at that herringbone. Look at this wood. Incredible. Tiles. Ryan's gonna have to cut them all. Doors, but we weren't ready for them. So I spent a lot of time doing that. If you follow me, you'll also know that I have put together source lists for our house. So I spent a lot of time working on those and ordering all those components. We now have like a lot of our furniture in storage, our light fixtures, all of those kinds of things.
We have everything in storage.
Yeah, we literally have everything in storage. We're ready to go. So now it should be like super smooth. Again, I hate saying that because I feel like the last time I said that, but no, now we're good.
Well, there is the elephant in the room, which we're still dealing with the kind of fallout from this architect's error, which we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, which we've paid, and to keep the project moving. So that's the only thing where I do worry that we're gonna run out of money waiting to kind of get this resolved. So there's not really anything we can do except to just kind of see where we fall, do as much as we can and see where we are.
Ryan and I are both very much of the mindset, and I think also just like realistic people in general, where we know that there's the truck backfilling. See, it's a live construction site, so sometimes I get cut off by things, but I'm not mad at it. They can cut me off all day. But yeah, Ryan and I are both pretty realistic people and understand that architect error was literally like a third of our overall budget. When you put it that way, it seems insane, to the point that like even the guy backfilling right now just said to me, I can tell that like so far this has been crazy expensive. So we're doing what we can. We're obviously still going through the motions of being reimbursed for that, which we will one way or another. Hopefully it's a shorter way, but yeah, otherwise we'll see where we net out, and we'll do as much as we can, and we keep pushing through. And I've accepted that, aside from like the main living spaces, there's gonna be areas that are projects to follow. Like, maybe my closet isn't gonna have perfect millwork right away. Maybe I'll be on some rolling racks, and that's okay. We'll get in there.
Yeah, so that's really the only thing. That's, you plan, you have your schedule, and you just really don't foresee something this major happening. So, but we're keep it moving.
Make it work. We're resilient people, guys. And you know what? I know I will get this question. Given this major hiccup, would you still build, or do you wish you had done something differently? Absolutely not. It is still gonna be such an amazing house. I'm still so happy. Every time we come by, I'm just like, I miss our neighborhood. I love the trees. So it's all worth it in the end. It's work.
Things are progressing well. Once we got the helical piers installed, and then we had to do the grade beam, then we kind of started rocking and rolling. Got some stone, got our foundation walls to go up, then did the waterproofing after that. And also I was ahead of schedule, got our city water and sewer connections in place, just so that we're not dealing with that at a later time. We can tap into that real early. And then, yeah, we got our lumber delivery, we got the backfill going on. Things are rolling. The schedule is looking how I want it to look. So I'm happy. I'm happy to, you know, that we're finally at this point and it's rocking and rolling. You're not allowed on site, like unless you have steel toe safety boots, you don't pass the fence.
Ryan never lets me come
Okay.
on site. I literally met the inspector the other day and it was like 35-degree heat and I was wearing lug sole boots because Ryan forbids me from like stepping on a nail, which
Yeah.
is nice, but also
Just because you see
I'm
the crazy skunk lady, there's some lady who like is like tracking skunks like somewhere in the property. Just because you see her going
Break
on
into the site.
yeah, she literally goes in on site. Just because you see her doing that doesn't mean
she
it's okay.
trespasses to
Yeah.
try to catch skunks apparently.
She, add her to the list of neighbors we have or people that trespass on the property.
But I'm not even allowed on.
No, it's not safe. It's not
Figures.
safe. There's nails everywhere. Like, it's too dangerous.
But I'm saying if that's supposed to be 5 steps, those are gonna be like itty bitty, like your foot's not even gonna
Again,
fit.
Hugs, you're looking at things now.
I know, I'm just saying, I'm giving you
Spence,
permission.
are you getting this, Spence? Are you hearing like this is what I have to deal with, right? Like we're looking at
I'm
we're
just
looking
saying,
at the
like, looking at it, I know it's supposed to be
No,
5
you don't
steps,
even know
and it looks like it might be a little steep. I'm thinking of the girls. I'm like, maybe it just needs to be less steps that are a bit wider or deeper.
Michelle
I'm
has
just
no idea. She
saying.
has no idea what she's even looking at.
Listen, I may have thought that the garage was in the house at one point, but that is not what we're talking about here, okay?
She's been a good client up to date, not coming to site that frequently, but now with framing, I'm worried that, you know, she's gonna try to be on site more frequently.
I'm gonna be on site every
So-
day, so you better get used to it.
We got a steel delivery the other day. Just got to measure it up. This is what happens when you leave your work on the kitchen table. Isla did some art, so we're gonna go measure it up, make sure we got everything. This house has a lot of steel, like a lot of steel. Let's see where we're at. Hugs, help me. Just chatting, look at her, just chatting it up. Hugs, can I get some assistance? Hugs. They're just chatting it up. A couple of pieces are a little bit longer than they need to be, but that's an okay problem to have. You rather them longer than shorter. It's when they're shorter that there are issues. So we're at.
All right, so guys, we are at a stone place. I am still hunting for our kitchen countertops, which will also be our backsplash. So I need quite a lot. We're gonna look at some big slabs today. And I've been having a bit of a problem because I want something that's bold and looks like marble, but is durable, so I'm leaning to quartz, and I don't like the whole like butterflied look or anything that looks like tiger stripes. So it's really been kind of hard for me to find that balance of like bold and veiny, but still looks natural, if that makes sense. Anyway, we're gonna go check it out and hopefully we have some good luck today. This one's a Calcutta Bottega. I like it because it doesn't have any of like the cool tones, but I still think I would want like a bit bolder. This would be the size though that we would need for our island. So it's nice to like see that, and I like the frequency of the veining, but I still think I want just a little more intense. Ryan honestly doesn't really care. He is very much like, whatever you pick will be nice. He trusts me. Sometimes he'll be like, really? But then he always ends up loving it, so he's good. Ryan is more concerned that I stay within budget. That is his role, to remind me that I need to stay in budget. So I just came to the stone place that did our last house. And they've done a couple of our friends' homes since and stuff, and they're great. And the selection is great if you're looking for like something more subtle, I feel, which is what we did for the last home because we knew we were flipping it to sell it. But now because I want something, I think my problem is honestly like I want marble. I want the look of marble, but I don't want real marble because I don't want to be like fussy about the kitchen and like the kids and cooking and entertaining. Like I want something that's like super stain resistant and durable. So that's why I'm leaning to the quartz, but I'm having a really hard time finding exactly what I want. And I'm decisive. So like when I see it, when I see the slab, I'm gonna be like, yep, that's the one, lock it up. It just hasn't happened yet. And I need to nail that down because I was chatting with the company that's doing our kitchen millwork, and they have all of the appliance dimensions already and hardware and all the stuff and everything we're doing. They're like, oh, what about your counters? And I'm like, yeah, so I have to get a move on it. Nothing in there will be the win. So we're gonna have to go to some more places, which is fine. That's part of the process and I like it, but I'm really struggling. Also, God, it is hot in Toronto. Whew, I'm also roasting, but yeah, so that's what we're working on. And because it's gonna be for the counters and the island and the backsplash, I need it to be like a really visually appealing, continuous kind of pattern. C'est la vie, first world problems. You guys will know when I find it, I'm sure. And it'll probably end up being one that Ryan is gonna think is over budget. So the wood is on site and everything is ready to go for framing. So that means that next time, stay tuned for a walkthrough of the first floor. Yay!